Hello, 7th graders. In my last video, I showed you how to reverse engineer a dialectic. We worked out how you could take your synthesis and use that to work backwards in order to design your previous two paragraphs. In this case, those paragraphs are about bleeding Kansas and about the abolitionists finding it difficult to get the American political system to take them seriously. So those wind up being our first two paragraphs, and the founding of the Republican Party then becomes the new synthesis. If the pro-slavery forces are going to be using violence against you, and the abolitionists can't get a hearing in Washington to take them seriously, then of course the abolitionists are going to find a new way to express themselves politically, and that new way is going to be the Republican Party. Now that I've shown you how to do reverse engineering, I want to teach a new skill, which is block quoting. Block quoting has three basic rules. You have to have a primary source, you have to have more than one sentence in that primary source, and you have to have a footnote. So let's take a look at this. The way that a block quote works is like this. You'll notice I've included the ruler in the video, and I've indented about 3/4 of an inch, and I've given myself a 1/4 inch indentation, and I've indented about 3/4 of an inch on this side. And right now I'm also going to call up the inspector, and this may take a moment. Here we go. And I'm going to go into the inspector and turn on table, and I'm going to make this double justified. It's lined up on the left-hand side and it's lined up on the right. I'm also going to change the way my regular paragraphs work. Normally you're going to have about a 1.5 margin here, and you're going to have about a 1.5 line break here. But a block quote, you'll notice, is all one block. There's no extra space because the assumption is that the teacher or your professor isn't going to be making any changes to this text. I'm also going to go into the insert menu, and I'm going to find footnote, and I'm going to put in a footnote. And in this case, it's going to be our textbook, Prentice Hall, The American Nation, page 468. This is not formal style for a footnote, but at the very least I'm indicating where it's from. Report of the Congressional Committee, July 1, 1856. So that we're making it clear that this is in fact a bit from our textbook, but it's also an existing report from Congress. And I want to do one more thing here, which is that I want to connect this paragraph to this paragraph. And there is an easy way to do this. As a report to Congress detailed, the border ruffians had stolen the election. So the border ruffians have crossed over the border. They have taken over the election in Kansas. They have swayed the election using violence, and now it becomes clear that the abolitionists feel like they can't get a hearing in Washington, D.C. Abolitionists found it difficult to get the American political system to take their ideas seriously. This could be a whole lot stronger, and I'll leave that to you as the reader and writer to imagine how to make that better. Hope this helps you.